Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will have the ball first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. You could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Lockett. A little release to the back. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rush is on him. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call.
Turning it on. Just keeps moving. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Unleashes it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
This time it's complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lockett. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Kentucky! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run to the left. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Lockett. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll operate out of split backs. Gets the back moving. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. With the catch, it's Freeman. He goes out of bounds right in the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion.
Throws toward the end zone. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Lockett. This time on target. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Freeman. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw. Catch and run on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Try to barge their way in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds Water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Under fire. Touchdown Sooners. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Lockett. Connection to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolute shank. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lockett. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
The Wildcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Wildcats! They take the lead with the 6.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Hard running there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen, because they're just so dynamic.
gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners are rolling down the field.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He breaks a tackle. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The play action fake. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 21. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Now they'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Winston. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
We Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out fast. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. And he's still running after the move.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Dropping back, it's Lockett. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Absolutely center cut. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic, but there's no